Hey all, I wanted to reply real quickly about what I'm seeing with Blair Mountain. Uh, Somebody clue me in here because here's what I'm seeing and here's what I'm understanding. I've been to about 120 plus coal towns in my life. My mom grew up in coal towns. I'm in Washington, D.C., or just outside of D.C. right now, actually. And having a hard time here for a couple reasons. Every time I see some sort of environmental movement come along and everybody is being told about how evil coal is and how horrible it is they're destroying this mountain, got this question for you. Maybe you can answer for me. Where were you about 100 years ago? Where were you 50 years ago? You weren't there. These people are feeding their families, they're paying taxes, and they're working. Now, for those of you who live there and are anti-mountaintop removal, I think that's great. And I think you're probably on better ground than 90% of the environmentalists who come in. Because let's have a reality flash, shall we? They're rude. They really talk down to people who worked hard their whole lives. Talk to them like they're children or they're uneducated. And for those of us who have seen coal miners go to work and come home from work, if you're dumb, you die. And you know, I don't think a lot of environmentalists are aware of this. They seem to come in there with this idea that if they save some bird, make everything look pretty, it's okay. Oh, if you need a job, what, you want to feed your family? Oh, gosh, I don't know. You could find another job in a service industry. They have no idea of the economy. They have no idea that there really pretty much is not much other action in town. So when you go to these people who've lived there most of their lives for multiple generations, have seen kids go to bed hungry, have remembered times when you couldn't leave your job because you get blacklisted because, it wasn't patriotic to leave the job during war. Well, they did it. They really did it. They lived, they survived, and they succeeded. And now you're coming in and telling them they're stupid. Look what horrible things you're doing. They're aware of what they're doing to nature, but they're also aware that they need to feed their families. And it's really adversarial for one reason. When was the last time there was a civilized gesture on the part of the environmental movement to actual coal miners, to talk to them as human beings, not idiots? The clue that should be dropping by now is that if there is not any dialogue, you're going to lose a really historical place. And the reason it's historical is because miners mined it, miners fought on it, miners died on it, and there was coal in the mountain, and there still is. They are the ones who made it historical. They are the ones who made it great, and they are the ones you should talk to about preserving it. You shouldn't jam a bunch of rules down their throat, which basically tell them they can't feed their family because you would like the mountain to look a certain way, when you had nothing at all to do with making it a historical or great place. That is shameful. And then you have really the gall to turn around and say, oh, I feel insulted. Listen to the crude language that bad man uses. I'd be pretty crude too if you were telling me I was an idiot for doing my job and feeding my family, especially since you did absolutely nothing to make it historical. The miner made that place what it was. So once again, score one for the miner. And for the environmentalists out there, you got to wake up. These people are smart. They are feeding their families. They're intelligent. And they also have a heck of a history, which you've disrespected greatly by going in and treating them like that. Until you treat them like human beings and talk with them one-on-one, that's exactly what you're going to get. And oh, gee, it's only been 40 plus years. I'm thinking we all know who's looking stupid now, huh? So wake up, because you got a lot to learn. And until you learn it, what you see now is what you're going to get. And the history you're going to lose will be a shame. And that history will be the miners' history. It'd be nice to make it American history, wouldn't it? Well, that would mean you have to start treating people like human beings. They're used to that. That makes them stronger. You might want to wake up. Good luck, because you will need it.